Now, when you take the weights out of the Dr. Pulley deal, and I realize that I did make a video on replacing the weights here a couple weeks ago, but you have to remember that both of my hands, and I can't even straighten them out anymore, due to the fact that I'm old, I've worked all my life, and I have to support my family. It's very hard for me to go through all the motions of replacing the weights and everything else because my hands are all fucked up. Okay, and I have to get surgery on a couple of these fingers and a couple of the other fingers. So anyway, when we take the weights out of the Dr. Pulley, remember these are $22, these are $8, and I want to see the difference. I really was impressed with the performance of these COSO weights. The problem is that this engine creates so much heat, and that heat is transferred to the crankshaft, main shaft, which is connected to the variator, and it gets it hot, which also gets the weights hot. The thing about the heat is what it does is that when your bike goes from low gear to high gear, and the way I like to say it is these bikes have a two-speed transmission, a low and a high, which are controlled by your weights in the front and your rear pulley spring in the back. So when I come up to a stop sign from riding really hard, the bike should, as the belt changes from high to low gear, these weights should release their tension on the drive plate, no, excuse me, the pulley ramp, and drop back into low gear. But they don't sometimes do it because the heat melts the plastic. All right. Now, when you open the pulley thing up, you will see here it has some truth in here and some not so, well, vague truth. It's a sliding roller weight. It's patented. Well, it doesn't even say patent, so I don't know. Explosive acceleration, well, that's vague. Highest top end, compared to what? That's vague. Extended gear ratio range, what the hell does that mean? It's vague. Most stable gear ratio, compared to what? What is a stable gear ratio? I mean, I'm just being honest here. A lot of people have made claims that this gives you 20% more top end. Well, I haven't seen that, so maybe someone else does it. And then warning: the slider weights have got to be put in a very certain way, in which when I put the first ones in, I screwed up. They're so they have to be put in the first. This is your variator, this is your ramp plate, and they show you how they're put in. When I put mine in, I coat them with graphite because remember on the first weights that came out in these first bikes, they had a sealed unit, okay, and they were full of this white lithium grease, which was a good deal. But you can't do that on these unsealed units because the minute that your variator starts to spin, what happens is it throws all the grease onto the belts, and you don't want any grease in your belt drive unit at all. So now we turn this over and it says more vagueness. Awesome durability. Okay, well, we'll see. I don't know what that means. Excellent heat resistance. Okay, I'm glad for that, but that's still vague. Compatible with AI mode, all AI made variator. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Low friction coefficient, low wear. I don't know what that means. Okay, over range variator kit. This is what I would like to get for my Honda Dio, but what I found is this Dr. Pulley overrange kit, which I would love to have for my bike, is only available for the Honda Ruckus, I believe. And then it's made in Taiwan, so we'll see. And then they have HIT clutch, which I've never seen. Excellent. I would love Dr. Pulley. I'm making this video request from you. I would love to see you make all these clutches and all these other things for my Honda Dio or American-made Honda Elite SR50, if you can, because your pulley weight design is brilliant. It is brilliant, but I have not seen the other things for it. Alright, now I'm going to have to take off the covers, which I will do. Then I have to start up the air compressor. Then I have to get the heat gun and put it on the nut. Then I have to hold it. Well, it's a long process. Anyway, first of all, we'll take the back and the front off. Okay. Now, if you're running a high performance bike like I am, and you're running 1500 RPM spring, you can also get these in red, which are 2000, black, which are in 1500, or blue, which are in 1000. I prefer this one. When I buy these, and I buy these from VT Cycles, I buy 5 or 6 at a time because I can't buy them in the continental United States. They don't sell them here, as far as I know. And I always know that Steve can get me whatever I want, and he's you know, Johnny on the spot. The guy is solid gold customer service, and that's what I really care about when I'm racing. So I will, when these start to get loose, not loose, when they start to get, they don't hold their spring weight, then you're going from low to high gear is not as crisp. It doesn't, you want your RPMs to launch your bike like at a stoplight very quickly, and then you want to hold those RPMs, and then you want it to, the spring to open and go into high gear, as I like to put it, because I'm talking too damn much. Next video.